how does being in space up the human body, scientifically speaking?
So many things. Um, one of the big things, well, I like to remember that they're actually all adaptations to being in space. So the human body is just like, oh, cool. I don't have to pump the blood as hard to make it all go to the brain. So I'm going to work a little bit less hard because I'm a heart and I'm just, trying to take as little energy as I can. And, or like, oh, all the fluid is rising up in your body because you're not on Earth where the gravity pulls it down. So all of your like body sensors are like, whoa, we have too much blood volume. Let's shed that. And the other one for long duration is muscle and bone atrophy, meaning
Mm-hmm.
it just all goes away because you don't even have to lift your own arm. Like everything you do, zero effort. So your body's like, sweet, I'm not going to build muscles. I'm going to, not do that because I'm a body trying to conserve energy. And so the muscles and bones can atrophy. That's why we have to exercise so much. Another very regimented thing in space, lots of exercise every single day, and that sort of counteracts that. I think the other things are more internal medicine type of things. Our immune systems kind of start operating funny. Latent viruses might come out, rashes might happen because of all the stress that your body is under in terms of your immune response. And then there's some other organs that just do a little bit of weirdo things after a lot of time. But yeah, for the most part, the blood volume changes are the big one.
That's so crazy.
It's
I can't
wild.
imagine coming back and feeling like you're a little drunk. Just a little. Like just a little.
Yep. That's the best way that I can characterize it.
Yikes. Well, I'm glad that even amidst recovery, you do have your priorities in order because everyone got to see you at the Flyers game a couple weeks ago.
That was so awesome that they let me come early. Yes.
I mean, incredible.
The best. We had so much fun. It was amazing. The welcoming, people were so welcoming. People were so stoked. People brought by their kiddos to the suite. All the adjacent suites were like, "What's up?" And we were doing photos. It was so fun. I got to like meet the people that are on the radio in my house all the time. And that's always fun.
So great.
So yeah.
Now you also sent us this amazing photo. It's gritty on top of your luggage, which is perfect way to do that. I love that you just are representing.
Well, he had to come home with me and I had a pretty full bag. So
and also he needs to breathe.
That was a really cool gift. The best gift ever.
I love that. He is, I will say, the second best mascot in Philadelphia. Oh my God, don't tell Swoop because I'm definitely referring to the Philly Fanatic as the top one. Nobody tell Swoop. This is going to be bad. Speaking of favorites, which is your favorite Philly team? Is it the Flyers?
Well, I have to go with the Eagles. It's just like football was the number one for us. The Flyers are coming in though. They're kind of rising because my husband has started to play men's league hockey again. So now I'm a hockey wife and it just, the whole thing elevates. And I know the rules a little bit better now, but the OG was definitely the Eagles. That's where, I feel like that's where he started me. And that's where the main like family memories that we're bringing into our family really come from him and his dad and him and his friends watching all the games. And so I've been watching Eagles games the longest, I would say.
And so if the Eagles are your favorite team, who's your least favorite team and why is it the Dallas Cowboys?
Correct. Definitely the Cowboys.
How do you run into a lot of Dallas fans living in Houston?
They are everywhere here. In fact, I have a couple going like text rivalries with a few people. There was a pilot instructor. We fly these high-speed supersonic jets, and one of the instructors is a Cowboys fan. So we have a text war all the time. And then he recently retired, and I gave him a signed picture of me watching the Eagles Cowboys game in space for him to take with him as a memory.
That's so perfect. Smart man, right? Obviously doing the job that he was doing, but everybody has their flaws. And that's what I tell every single Cowboys fan I meet.
I didn't hold it against him, but it didn't. It was a little questionable.
Yeah. You're like, I can't fully trust your opinion now, but I still love you. That's kind of where we have to be.
Totally.
Speaking of the birds, your post about bringing the Super Bowl confetti to the moon. Insane. Well done.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I wasn't sure if I should, reveal that because it was a surprise for my husband. And so I talked to him beforehand and told him the surprise. I might have accidentally ruined it as well prior to the mission. So, but he was really sweet. He pretended it wasn't ruined and acted surprised. And then I was like, and by the way, I'm thinking about like telling the world when I respond to Jalen Hurts. And he said, sure, you have my blessing. I actually brought the confetti. I have it if you want to see it.
Do you really? We would love to see it.
It's on the table. Well, this will show you like how not fancy I am, because it's actually, it came. So we tried to go get confetti because we did go to the game and we could not find any. We went down because we were in a Gracie's. We went down to where it all was. And we were like, where is it? Like, did it get vacuumed up? Like there was none. So I had to order it on eBay, and it came as this huge like envelope. So I had to repackage it for space. So it'd have minimal weight. So it's in a reused credit card payment envelope that I found. And I made sure I wrote surprise for Bob on it, like an official label.
That's outstanding.
But yeah, this is it. This is it. And you know, of course, the Philippi in me is like, is it real Super Bowl confetti? But it has shapes. So I feel that if it's not, it's very much
it's
a
believable.
Good approximation.
It's believable. Yeah. I don't even know that I don't think we have confetti from that one. So I couldn't even help you by comparing. Oh,
well, you know, now you know someone who does, so we can fix that.
I'm very excited about that. Now, how does the feeling of winning a Super Bowl compare to flying to the moon?
Honestly,
I am prepared for you to like one more than the other. I'm okay with that.
I will say that going to the Super Bowl with Bob was incredible. We had such a fun time. We rode our bikes there through New Orleans, and just the whole energy walking up the street to the Superdome was absolutely the time of my life. So, you know, they're different. Like I said, family's the most important thing. So that kind of elevates it even up into the moon situation. And like it was pretty close. Like if you okay, fair. If you had to ask me like which one to have to like wipe from the record, I would probably keep the moon, to be honest with you.
That's fair.
It's real close.
That's totally fine. The good news is I'm never going to ask you to wipe it. So we can just say apples and oranges. Both were very exciting. One was slightly more exciting.
Fair.
And by slightly,
Appreciate that.
probably a substantial amount, but we're going to say slightly right now because go Birds.
It's all relative.